Hi there, it's Cameron, and I'm back with scientific secret number 3. And today's lesson is all about how you can apply more power in your golf swing. And the key move and the key power move in the golf swing is that the golf swing is actually a throwing motion. Now, this might sound too simple and too simplistic for a golf swing because we all think golf's really complicated, but the scientific team discovered that essentially the golf swing's a throwing motion. And the other thing about throwing is that it's been studied to death. They know more about throwing, and they've been studying throwing sports for so long that throwing is actually a scientific term to describe all sports motion. And there's no better word to describe the golf swing. So here you can see I'm actually throwing a club, and this is a brilliant drill to mimic the golf swing. But a few words of warning. You don't want to start too hard. So don't go outside, grab an old club and start trying to throw it 50, 60, 70, 100 yards. That's not a good thing. You want to start slowly and gradually build up your pace. The other thing is it can be quite dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. I've seen the club go over people's heads. So start small and start with a small amount of power. And as you get confident, you can gradually increase the power. But I wouldn't probably throw it more than 10 or 15 yards or 10 or 15 meters. Just start small and gradually build up. And what you'll find is when the club can be thrown straight at the target or even just slightly to the right of the target, your golf swing is going to be perfect. And then you can grab your club and make the same motion without letting go of the club. But please be careful because the clubs can go all sorts of places, and like I said, it can go over your head. So make sure you start small and be very, very safe. So some learning cues. To make it easier, you really want to make sure that your body stays still early into the downswing. That makes it so much easier to throw the club at the target. And essentially, to hit the ball further, you just need to throw the club harder and faster. So a slow body helps this, and the fast hands really makes it possible to get the maximum amount of power applied to the ball. The other thing you can do is you can feel like your back stays to the target early into the downswing. This helps stabilize your body and lets your really lets your arms and hands move really quickly and allows you to throw the club and make that throwing motion with as much power as possible. Another little drill that works great is keeping your rear leg stable early into the downswing. This puts a lot of emphasis on your hands and arms, and this is what really helps you throw that club. But the thing that you don't want to do, and this is critical that you don't do this, you don't want to rotate your forearms aggressively. And I know you would have been told somewhere along your golf life that you need to rotate your forearms to hit the ball powerfully. It's actually not true. Forearm rotation is passive. There's no active rotation. So if you're trying to make your forearms touch through impact, you're going to be in all sorts of trouble. It's going to disrupt your rhythm, your timing, and it's also going to severely close the club face, which is going to make it really hard to hit the ball straight. And there's no point swinging the club quickly if the club face is going to be shutting rapidly through impact. You're going to hit the ball all over the place, and you'll never, ever be able to find a consistent golf game. So forearm rotation is passive. The golf swing is essentially a slinging or a throwing motion of the arms, but there's no active forearm rotation. And this is really what gives you power and accuracy because the fast hands and arms are moving quickly, and that gives you the speed and gives you the power, and the passive forearms keeps the club face square, and this really makes the golf swing as simple as it's ever going to be. So once again, active forearm rotation is completely wrong. If you're trying to actively rotate your forearms, you're never going to be the best player that you can be. And this passive forearm rotation and this throwing of the club is the secret of the best players. It's what enables them to make the game look so easy. Because the club face is staying square and they've got this sensation of being able to move the club quickly, they have more time to hit the ball. So they're able to hit long and straight shots time after time. And guys like Ernie Els, can actually look like they're in slow motion, even though the club head is traveling really, really quickly because they're able to throw that club head very quickly through the ball. And when they're under pressure, and this is probably one of the big secrets of the best players, even good players in your local club, your club champion, and some of the younger players, when they're under pressure and when they're really under the pump, to hit the ball well, they can swing harder and harder, and they can still hit the ball straight. And that's an amazing ability to have for most of us. If we're playing poorly or we're under the pump, if we swing harder, we hit the ball further into the trees. But when you're able to get the passive forearm and really get that throw motion down pat, you can actually swing harder and still hit the ball straight. So then the ball just goes further and further and further. So it's a really, really good secret. So that's the end of the 3 scientific golf tips. I just want to quickly go over all of them. The first one was the grip, and really the secret here is you want your hands close together, and you want to make sure the club is across the base of your fingers of your right hand. Again, that's if you're right-handed. Mechanical advantage is a slight bending of your left arm at the top of your backswing. So you can have a comfortable 3/4 backswing position, and a little bending of your arm enables you to start the club head down more quickly at the start of the swing. So more quickly there helps you have more speed at impact, which again helps with power. And power, which we spoke about today, comes from a throwing motion. The harder and faster you can throw the club, the harder and faster you can move the club, the further you hit the ball. But you just need to make sure that your forearms stay passive. If they get too active, you're going to be in all sorts of trouble because you'll never be able to hit the ball straight. So all up, this is a really simple golf swing and some really simple golf swing tips. But what's next? What else have I got for you? Well, Bioswing and the scientific study, I've come up with a whole range of exercises and a whole range of videos that takes you into more detail. So if you're interested in learning more and getting full access to all the scientific study, all the research, all the training drills, and how to apply it to your game, please click the link below, and I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching.